Check out the opening round heats number 6 on the water. Filipe Toledo in the red jersey and blue. Ryan Callinan and the local wild card, Thiago Carrique, out in the white jersey. First CT, and here he is.
Yeah, it was actually a nice pivot off the back foot right there, getting it very... I haven't seen much of him, but great surfer coming out of Europe, and Toledo really trying to make the most out of that wave. Like, not the great... He's going to be the most dangerous guy to compete against.
That's a great point. Thiago, nice swing on the backhand for the French surfer, and one more time. Gets 3 in, so the 21-year-old out of Biarritz, making the best of his opportunity here on the showing on the championship fighting series. That's how he got in here.
Yeah, starting off a combo wave, like 3 turns. It's very hard to find those waves today. Lacking a little bit of powerness because the wave wasn't really giving him the opportunity, but he connected turns, had a lot of flow, and yeah, it's going to be a nice score for him to start.
Yeah, as we were talking about his regional ranking here on the qualifying series in Europe, got injured, and so Thiago took his place because of that injury. So he's got a big opportunity here. Ryan Callinan, Arcal, glides through that first section. That's all he's going to get.
Yes, tough one because it was a great start, great projection to out, but the wave ended up closing out on him and wasn't able to stick another one.
All right, yeah, Jack Robinson in form. Here we go. Callinan, Arcal swings through that first turn. One more time for the Novocastrian, and he much better effort on that third wave for Arcal.
Even in these conditions, check it right there. Nice bottom turn, really low center of gravity, and just again pushing a little bit harder on the second turn. And felt confident, kicked the board a little bit.
This is what happened.
One big section, very critical, but just got slammed right there when he landed in the bottom. Landed with the lip, so the lip came up with came on top of him and just really didn't give him a chance to land that. That was very brutal.
A day, 9-10 feet, you know, over 3 meters. So yeah, it changes the playing field a lot. Arcal on the forehand this time, and had a nice start, but slipped out on the bottom.
Like me, that I'm from Brazil, on the south side of Brazil, and you're from Hawaii, we don't even get close to those tides.
Toledo, what's he doing? Yeah, we don't see that kind of change. So I think, and we've seen in the past here, Jesse, you've competed out here in the past, is that
if you look back to it, look how much taller that wave is from any other wave ridden in this heat, and everything's going to come out of this turn right here. Big section, really opening up the arms, making the board going, floating the board throughout the lip. So yeah, that was great from Ryan.
Yeah, had to skip right there, and then some dead water before having to match that oncoming power. Very difficult.
Everything, all the score of this wave came out of that turn pretty much.
You know, he was able to complete that maneuver. We'll see how that changes the situation out here. Thiago, our heat leader, caught up there, little slip off the deck, and that's going to cost him. But Ryan Callinan, great wave. Jesse, in that he's now already, he's got a world title, so that's, you know, fulfillment. Here he goes. Oh, drops into that one and is going to stay underwater for a little bit.
I usually come during the same time, so it's hard for me to know how much it changed, but I know we have very good banks right now, and Filipe coming up.
Toledo looking to get the job done with a nice carve to begin with. Needs a finish. And that's what world champs do. They get the finish, rides out complete, needs a 3.44. No doubt that he's going to get the number and change the situation at the 5-minute mark.
As you see right there, very small wave, but redirect so strongly, so much power on the upper body to do that. And right there, just really hitting it so hard. And he knew how important that turn was, and he was started to get a little stuck, and he just pushed through it. Right here, check this out. He just works his upper body and really brings the board around. As he does that, he gains speed again and just comes and jams it on this last section. Starts to get stuck, but he knows how important that is, and that mental game comes into play and just squeeze out of that whitewash.
More judges haven't given us the number, but I'm feeling he's going to have he's going to get the score. Things could change, however. Here's a set coming through. Ryan Callinan on the left. Arcal Double pumps off the bottom, throws the air, and spins it out, a revert. Beautiful job from the Novocastrian Ryan Callinan. He's going to increase his lead.
A lot of juice on that section for these conditions right now, and he was really able to capitalize. Check this out. There's almost a barrel, and he really goes on that shoulder, right on the tip right there, and hits it, grabs the rail, rotates around, really flat to land, which is great stability for him. And look at his feet, up top on the board, right on the nose.
A big score for the French surfer, but he's last in line priority-wise. Toledo's not going to give it to him. Here we go. Filipe Toledo speeding down the line, throws the air. Oh, big ollie, but incomplete. 97 seconds on the clock and counting down here. Ryan Callinan looking good to go into the round of 32. It's going to be the battle for second and advancing position in this heat. Here we go with Thiago on the backhand. Lip glide, struggles for the finish, still struggling, gets back to his feet. One maneuver, a little late to that lip glide. What did you think?
In my opinion, what's going to keep the score away from getting that 3.37.
Ryan Callinan just being a magnet out there, getting all the good waves. A couple of arcs on the backhand, make it 3 for our Cal. And he can confidently ride in right now, dominant in his performance in his opening round.
The turn of the heat, right? But if you look back here, the wave is a little flatter, but he was able to get up there vertical. Gets a little washy right there and just kept the flow great, but just not much.
Live action coming back to Toledo. A couple of slices on the forehand. Gets through. It's a couple of ribs. Works his way in, and 77 is on his way to the round of 32 as well. The last of Filipe Toledo here.
Nice way for Filipe, pushing the back foot very nicely, and yeah, just not much to offer on that wave, but it's so impressive how he's able to torque and use that upper body to his advantage. Like one of the most powerful surfers on tour, no doubt, and so much pressure he puts it and applies in different parts of the board that just gives him that release and power. Look at that. It's great surfing, man.
Yeah, it's a Callinan, Toledo, they're on to the round of 32. We are on to a commercial break. Paul and Strider will bring you back with the action. Stick around.